The Clemson Tigers are national title contenders for the first time in years under Dabo Swinney, and he deserves a lot of credit for it. Look, I'll be honest, I can't believe I'm saying those words. I wrote off Dabo. I was part of the group that thought the game had passed him by. NIL, transfer portal, won't adjust. We never see the days, again, I thought at least, of the Deshaun Watson, Trevor Lawrence, Clemson, or one of the best teams in the country. But I got to sit here and tell you, look at this roster. Look at where Clemson is going to 2025. I'm wrong. Clemson is back. I am all in. I'm a Dabo believer again. I am so all in on Clemson in terms of being a national title contender in 2025. I have actually already started starving myself in anticipation of eating so much crow this upcoming season. I have nothing to say, but I was wrong, and Clemson is back. Because you look at this roster, you look at this team, they are stacked. It starts at quarterback. Cade Klubnik is a stud. He was great last year. I think he'll be even better this year. I did a video a few weeks ago. You can find it right here above me. The best quarterbacks in 2025, like not going into, but who will play the best this upcoming season. Spoiler alert, number one on that top 10 list of best quarterbacks in 2025, it's Klubnik. I am so bullish on him. And he, by the way, set a high bar for himself with what he did last year. 36 touchdowns, just 6 interceptions, very smart with the football. Top 10 in terms of passing yards in all the country. That's a high bar to clear. Why I think he will is because we saw him take a huge jump from year one to year two under Garrett Riley. Very shaky in 2023, but he looked like a different quarterback last year. I think you'll see that again in 2025. Well, he'll be even more comfortable in the offense, more confident in himself and those around him. We saw him use his legs a lot in 2024. Expect that to be even more in 2025. So he'll be a real dual threat, really explosive player. So I think his confidence and his control and command of the offense will be better this season. But also, too, you look at what's around him. He's got a stacked roster on offense. Clemson returns 8 of 11 starters offensively here in 2025. That's number one in all of college football. Most returning production on offense in the country. And you look at receivers specifically. He's got a 3-headed monster that rivals any 3-headed monster in any other college football room. Antonio Williams, back after being a first-team All-ACC receiver last year. Bryant Wesco, TJ Moore, both true freshmen last year that were really good. They're going to be another year bigger, faster, stronger. Now another year in the offense will be more comfortable. Like, expect this passing offense to explode in 2025. They're going to be so much fun, high-flying again. It's going to be like Trevor Lawrence 2.0. That offense with Deshaun Watson or 2015, 2016, like, you're going to get flashbacks to those years watching Clemson offensively here in 2025. It's going to be a blast, I think, to see. Now, the offense is not without fault, right? They're not perfect. Their running back room is a big question. You lose Phil Maffa, 1,000-yard running back last year, and there's really no proven running back behind him. It's really a 3-headed monster they'll probably trot out there to see who kind of gets hot. But why I'm not concerned, or why at least running back question is not going to prevent me from calling Clemson a national title contender in 2025 is because, number one, this offense is going to be the guiding light, or I should say the passing game will be the guiding light for this offense, first and foremost. But number two, this passing offense should be so prolific that defenses are going to spend and need to put a lot of bodies in the secondary to slow down these receivers in Klubnik, which means you're going to be facing light boxes. Clemson has a really good offensive line this year. So light box, good offensive line. Hell, you give me the ball 10 times. I'll give you 70 yards. That's all the Tigers need. Don't need a huge Trevor Etienne year again. You just need some consistency. Light box, good line will provide that as well. So that's why I'm not concerned about their running game in terms of detracting from winning a national title. And the other reason why I'm so bullish on Clemson and them being back is not just offensively, not just the quarterback. You look at this defense, right? Because the offense last year was good. They put up a lot of points. They were very consistent and explosive. The defense is the problem. Unreliable. Couldn't get stops when you need to. That changes. That changes this year. They brought in Tom Allen, defense coordinator from Penn State, former Indiana head coach. Really smart defensive mind, runs a 4-2-5 defense that should fit this personnel perfectly. And I want to challenge you here. Look around all college football. Try to find me a better defensive line in the country than what Clemson will try out here this upcoming season. I'll save you the time. You can't. TJ Parker is a stud on the edge. He's borderline unblockable one-on-one. He is going to be a problem that commands so much of an offense's and an offensive line's attention that he's going to free up. Now, on the other side, their transfer portal. I know Clemson portal, how about that? But Will Helt from Purdue. Really solid addition on the other side to be a good bookend defensive end For Clemson, I think he'll be solid as well, and you can get now double trouble on the edges getting out to the quarterback. But what the other thing that Helt's addition does, outside of providing a consistent edge rusher with some production in the Big Ten, it also now allows Peter Woods to slide inside to his natural position of defensive tackle. That is an offensive line coach's worst nightmare. Parker, Helt, Woods. That, again, good luck trying to find a better defensive line in the country than that. That is hell. I feel bad for offensive lines. Like that is a job I do not envy whatsoever in trying to slow down that defensive line that Clemson is going to try it out there. And you take a look at the back end. That secondary was pretty good last year. I think they'll be even better this year with the addition of Tom Allen. You got Avian Terrell kind of being, your lockdown corner out there. They've had a great lineage of great outside corners. I think Terrell will be the next one in line of, again, a long line of CBs. So, you look at this team, roster-wise, they're stacked, offense and defense. You got a really good coaching staff with Garrett Riley now and Tom Allen calling the shots, obviously with Dabo Swinney at the helm calling all the shots. This team is legitimately a national title contender in 2025. Again, I think outside of Penn State, they're the second best team going into the season. Great chance to win the title. I think their best chance to win a championship since they won their last ring in 2018. I am all in on the Tigers. They are legit. Again, if you haven't bought your stock, buy up now. If you disagree, if you aren't buying what I'm selling you about Clemson, drop in the comment section. Tell me why. I'd love to go back and forth and have a fun discussion about the Tigers here, as big things are expected from Death Valley in 2025.